Hello, I'm Russell Steinberg, and I want to talk to you a little bit about my new orchestra piece. It's called Cosmic Dust, and it's been commissioned by the new West Symphony in California, and the Hopkins Symphony in Baltimore, and the Bay Atlantic Symphony in New Jersey. The piece was inspired by the feeling we have looking at the stars at night. I remember as a kid with a telescope just going nuts looking at different objects, and now we're all inspired by those incredible images we've been seeing from the Hubble Space Telescope. But you combine that sensibility with something I heard from a very celebrated Rabbi Harold Schulweis. He talked about the fact that yes, we're all made of dust and we go back to dust, but that dust is not merely of the earth, it's the dust of stars, and that in fact we are stardust, so that when we look at the heavens, we're actually also looking at ourselves. We're looking at our origins and finding significance through that identification. So my piece is like a 12-minute mini-symphony that tries to evoke both of those feelings. And it has 4 different sections, although they're all continuous. There's no pause between them. The first one is called Magic Sky, and that uses effects such as harmonics in the strings to create a kind of crystalline sense of when we look at the heavens. That moves into a second section called Shooting Stars, which uses effects like glissandi, where the strings run their fingers up and down the fingerboard, and also ricochet, where with the bow they bounce. And then the winds have all kinds of flurrying figures, and the timpani has a dramatic solo. So that's kind of the allegro portion of the piece. Then there's a slow section called Interstellar Dust, and that's inspired by those glorious nebula we see from the Hubble Space Telescope images. And I have chords that kind of change color, merging from strings, then to winds, and then to brass, and then back. And then there's a slow section where you hear the violin solo, and it kind of has a Debussy-esque quality. In fact, in a certain way, Cosmic Dust is kind of my la mer for the cosmos idea. I was inspired by the dimensionality in a lot of Debussy's music. Anyway, the slow section then goes to the final section called Nova, and that's a celebratory fanfare based on images of the supernova and the supernova remnants, and that kind of brings the piece to a very rousing finale. So I hope you'll enjoy hearing Cosmic Dust at one of the premieres, April 25th in the Oxnard Performing Arts Center, April 26th in the Thousand Oaks Performing Arts Center, April 27th at Santa Monica's Barnum Hall. All of these performances are with the new West Symphony, conducted by Marcelo Lehninger, and the performances in Oxnard and Thousand Oaks will be accompanied with select members of the talented Conejo Valley Youth Orchestra, so it'll be a very large orchestra, and the performances will be accompanied by a slideshow that I prepared of images from the Hubble Space Telescope. Look forward to seeing you there.